Hi, I'm back. Tonight I would like to tell you a story about the haunting of the Sloss furnace in Birmingham, Alabama in US. Well, I do a little bit of makeup. Let's go. Okay, I've prepped my skin. I've used the argan oil to moisturize my skin. And I'm gonna use this gel foundation by Bojoy's. It's a healthy mix serum. Okay, I used to love this because, I thought that it's fruit and it smells good. Instant anti-fatigue and all that. But lately I've realized that they don't have any sunscreen, so I stopped using this during the daytime. This Colonel James Sloss, he was actually the founder of Birmingham, so he promoted to make this Sloss furnace like it's actually making the pig iron, or also known as the crude iron, where you can make tough metals, for example like steel, to make the railways. Okay, I'm gonna use the focalium. Okay, so like during those times, right, there was a lot of African Americans, so they were actually like basically like exploiting them, make them overwork during the early 1900. So there was this one guy by the name of James Slack Wormwood. He's a foreman at the furnace and was well known for like overworking all his workers. So like probably he's one of those very tough supervisor. He treated the workers so badly, like making them work like at the temperature of more than 120 degrees. And like, they are getting heated and then they're overworked, they're so tired. So a lot of accidents happened during those times. So he was taking the midnight shift. So during those times, a lot of people died, like either of exhaustion, like heat, or they fell because of fatigue and all that. On the one fateful evening, Wormwood actually fell from the top of a Big Alice. Big Alice is actually a name given for the largest furnace. Many people believe that the workers of the shift, of the one that he's working, actually banded together and pushed him towards the Big Alice. That's what you get when you create enemies at work. They really did that? So right, actually there's no proof whether the ghost actually came before this Wormwood died. The ghost was the one who pushed him, or he's the ghost himself. But whatever it is, ever since his death, it kinds of like having a lot of haunting happening in the Sloss furnace. So according to the reports, right, the Birmingham police actually received more than their fair share of reports of the paranormal events during those times, and some are minor events while others are physical in nature, like because it's a hot place, like heat and all that. So like most of this happens during the months of September and October, which happens to be around the Halloween time. Most people believe reports are true, but there are others who say that they are nothing but just Halloween hoaxes. Using this by Bobby Brown. This James Slack Wormwood was actually found dead, or probably melted to death, after he was pushed or fell inside the Big Alice. It was in 1906. So 20 years later, a watchman was believed to have been pushed and fell and was injured, and he was told to take a rest after he was believed to have been like traumatized by the event. Okay guys, as usual, I'm gonna use this triangular stem. Quick fix for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw my eyeliner. Okay, I'll get back to you. I can talk when I'm putting on my eyeliner. Okay, I'm gonna use mascara by Dixie. 1947. 3 supervisors, one locked in the boiler room, and all of them claim that they were approached by a badly burned guy, like so angrily, and told them to go back to work. In 1971, which is like so much later, this night watchman by the name of Samuel Blumenthal Okay, this guy was actually claimed to have come face to face with a half demon, half man, and he was very, very like angry, and claimed to have pushed him up the stairs. Okay, so when he refused, the half demon actually like got so angry and started to beat him up. But he was examined and found to have a lot of intense burn on his body where he was beaten up and all that. So history had it saying that this guy by the name of James Wormwood, the one that I was talking about, also known as Slag, S-A-L-G, Slag, he was the foreman of the graveyard shift, that means the night shift. He was making the workers to work in dangerous risks in order to impress the supervisors. Yeah, so like it's believed that during those times he had 150 workers that was under him. So he was very, very cruel to the workers. Like when they were sick, they were not allowed to take day off, and you know, things like that, like how a bad employers will behave. Okay, I've done both my mascara for both eyes, so I'll be using the Brow Artist this time as a foreman. 47 workers had actually died during his watch, and there were many other accidents that, to the extent that after the accident they were not able to come back to work. And not only that, he was so cruel in the sense that they were not allowed to take vacations, no holiday, no Christmas, no New Year break. And not only that, they are not allowed to take any breaks in between their work time. Yeah, of course, those times doesn't have union, doesn't have all that, you know. And people are so desperate, they were so poor that they don't mind working. They mind, but they don't have a choice actually. Why am I smiling at that? No, I'm serious. He was very, very mean. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown Instant Full Concealer for my under eyes, and also cover the mistakes that I've made here. So currently, like this Sloss furnace is actually being used for like for events, food festivals, Halloween nights, concerts, weddings, and they also have like metal arts classes. Okay, and it's kind of like it's already abandoned kind of place, and being reported as a haunted location. It also rents the site to an outside company to create the annual Halloween haunted attraction. Sloss Furnace hosts the historic night tours to give visitors a chance to hear the darker side of the history of Sloss. In June 2012, a formal groundbreaking ceremony was held at the site, and signalling the beginning of a construction of a new 16,000 square foot visitors and education center to be located on the southwest corner of the furnace site. So a new complex finally joined by the city of Birmingham and the Sloss Foundation host educational exhibits relevant to the site's history. So like since this place is already open to the public, right, so there's a lot of versions, like those who went for the tour, they actually reported sightings of, you know, like they don't really see the burn man, or I don't think they really encountered face to face with James Wormwood, but it's believed that they had seen some other like experience, like they see some shadows, or they see people like they are alone there, they heard some people coughing. I've read in the frightfurnace.com, okay, like it was submitted by the guy named Jared, and Jared was saying that while walking through the Fright Night tour, they entered a tunnel. It was like very dark and all that, so he was last in the line. By the way, my favorite benefit, I'm gonna use the loose powder. he suddenly felt like a warm air like on his neck. So out of fear and kind of demonic actor was standing behind him. Well, he jolted in a 180 motion to see what it was, but when he turned around, all he saw was just darkness. There's nobody. So it's like he thought it's just part of the Halloween hoax, but no, it was just darkness. So where does the hot air come from? So the medium in our group said that there was many restless spirits there who are attached to that particular property. She was able to talk to one of them who stated his hands was cut by the oar. There was this one more experience. I share with you one more, okay? She actually went with her husband. That was her husband's first time. So while they were walking in the engine room, suddenly he felt that like some weird presence in the room. But you know, because the husband doesn't want to admit that he's like felt something weird, he just continued. During those times, right, he actually complained that his eyes was black, like, you know, he can't see clearly, like his eyes was kind of like getting affected. So she thought probably it was the heat or, you know, something like that. According to this this lady, her husband actually lost his vision for quite some time. So finally, when they ended the tour, they actually like kind of Google like what is actually happening in the furnace, and guess what? They've actually 6 people who actually got incident there and got blinded. Yeah, they got blinded. So yeah, and I'm gonna use the code 13 marvelous morph, which is this one. Code and 115, I believe this is 115 fancy page. You know the drill, I can't talk when I'm using, so I'm just gonna do my lips, get back. Okay guys, what do you think about my lips? So what do you guys think about my story? So if you have a chance after this COVID-19, probably you want to have a visit in Alabama and visit this Sloss furnace. Okay, you can find information on the internet where it's located at. So this is more or less my makeup that basically is from Sephora and drugstore, and a little bit from Bobbi Brown for my blusher. So yep, I hope you guys enjoy my story. Be happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, be safe. Till then, bye!